You don't notice it at first. Maybe you're just a little slower getting out of your chair. Or you take longer walking up the stairs. Nothing dramatic. Just a quiet stiffness. A slight weakness. But over time, that small decline adds up. One day, you realize you're not moving like you used to. The energy in your legs, the strength in your arms, it's quietly slipping away. And here's the hard truth. By the time you turn 70, you may have already lost up to 50% of your muscle mass. This process even has a name, sarcopenia. It sounds medical, but it simply means muscle vanishing with age. And it's one of the top reasons older adults lose their independence. Every year, millions of seniors fall not because they trip, but because their legs just give out. Muscle loss doesn't just steal your strength. It affects balance, coordination, and the ability to stay active, even safe. But here's the part almost no one tells you. Muscle loss isn't inevitable. Yes, it's common, but it can be slowed, even reversed. And no, it's not only about lifting weights. Your diet plays a bigger role than most people realize. Let me share a story with you. Mr. Frank Miller, 76 years old, used to be a high school football coach. 2 years ago, he found himself needing help just to stand up from the couch. He hadn't been to the gym in years, and he thought he was just getting old. But the real problem, he was eating like he was still 40, not realizing his body needed different fuel now. Once we worked on his nutrition, adding back the right kinds of protein minerals and muscle-supporting nutrients, something amazing happened. He didn't just stop losing muscle, he started regaining it. His balance improved. His walking got easier. And best of all, his confidence returned. If you're over 60 and you've been feeling a little off lately, weak, unsteady, or just tired, you're not alone. But you also don't have to stay stuck. This video is your guide. We'll walk through 7 specific foods that can help your body protect, repair, and rebuild muscle even if you haven't worked out in years. These aren't exotic or expensive foods. They're simple, accessible, and backed by real science. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear plan. And you might be surprised to learn that you already have some of these ingredients in your kitchen. But before we dive in, let me ask you a quick favor. If you've noticed any muscle loss, stiffness, or weakness lately, go ahead and leave a comment below. Just say, "Yes, I've felt it." Or if you're still feeling strong, write, "Still going strong." Your comment can remind someone else that they're not alone. And if you're new here, welcome to Better Health, a channel built for seniors who want to stay mobile, independent, and active for years to come. Now, let's take a closer look at the first food that can help your muscles fight back. Let's start with one of the most powerful muscle-saving foods you can add to your plate: salmon. For seniors, few foods offer such a rich combination of high-quality protein and anti-inflammatory fats, and that combination is exactly what aging muscles need. As we grow older, our bodies become less efficient at using the protein we eat. That means we need more protein, not less, to maintain and rebuild muscle. Salmon delivers a full dose of complete protein, which contains all 9 essential amino acids, the exact building blocks your muscles need to stay strong. But that's not the whole story. What makes salmon truly special is its high level of omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA. Most people associate omega-3s with heart and brain health. But research shows they also play a direct role in muscle health. In a 2015 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults who took omega-3 supplements for 6 months experienced a significant increase in muscle mass and strength without making any changes to their exercise habits. The results were strongest in participants over the age of 65. Why? Because omega-3s don't just reduce inflammation, they also improve how muscles respond to protein intake, essentially making each gram of protein more effective. And salmon is one of the best natural sources of those omega-3s. But the benefits don't stop there. Salmon also provides vitamin D, essential for muscle contractions and strength. B vitamins, especially B12, crucial for energy production and muscle repair. Potassium, which helps prevent muscle cramps and supports fluid balance. Let me give you a real-life example. A woman named Linda, age 72, came to me with concerns about her legs. She said walking felt harder, her thighs were getting smaller, and she was constantly tired. We didn't put her on any extreme diet. We simply added grilled salmon to her dinner twice a week and a salmon salad for lunch once a week. After 6 weeks, Linda said something I'll never forget. I feel like I've got bounce in my step again. I don't get as winded, and even standing up from the sofa feels easier. Now let's talk practical tips. The best type of salmon is wild-caught like Alaskan sockeye or coho. It has a better fat profile and fewer contaminants than farm-raised varieties. But if fresh wild-caught salmon isn't available, frozen or even canned salmon still carries many of the same benefits. How to prepare it? Grilled with lemon and herbs, baked in foil with garlic and olive oil, mixed into a salmon and avocado salad. Or simply flaked over steamed vegetables with a squeeze of fresh lime. One key reminder, try to eat salmon at least twice per week. This gives your body a steady supply of the nutrients needed to rebuild muscle fibers, reduce soreness, and support joint health. Salmon is more than just a healthy fish. It's a full-body support system packed into one delicious meal. And it could be the first step in helping your body move stronger and more freely again. Let's move to a food that's been both praised and misunderstood for decades: eggs. They've been on breakfast tables for generations. But did you know that eggs may be one of the most complete, affordable, and effective foods for preserving muscle in older adults? As we age, our body's ability to build and maintain muscle becomes less efficient. Even if we eat well, we don't always absorb and use nutrients the same way we did at 30 or 40. That's why we need foods that do more with less. And that's where eggs come in. Why eggs are a muscle-building powerhouse. Each large egg contains about 6 to 7 grams of high-quality protein. But what makes egg protein so special is that it contains leucine, an amino acid that acts like a muscle trigger. Leucine signals your body to start building and repairing muscle tissue. In fact, studies show that leucine-rich meals are more effective at preventing muscle breakdown, especially in people over 60. But that's not all. Eggs also provide choline, essential for nerve function and muscle control. Vitamin D supports bone density and muscle strength. Vitamin B12, needed for energy metabolism and red blood cell production. Selenium, a mineral that supports recovery and immune function, all in one small natural package. But what about cholesterol? This is the question many older adults ask. And yes, it's true, eggs contain cholesterol. But here's what research now shows. For most people, especially those without existing heart disease, eating 1 to 2 eggs per day does not significantly raise the risk of cardiovascular problems. In fact, the cholesterol in eggs has less impact on your blood levels than sugar and trans fats do. And if you're worried, you can always pair your eggs with fiber-rich vegetables, healthy fats like avocado, or whole grains to balance absorption. A true story. How eggs changed Gary's mornings. Gary was 71, retired construction worker, quiet, kind, and tough as nails. But lately, he'd been struggling with his balance. He told me, "I feel like my legs don't listen to me in the morning." He had toast and coffee for breakfast, sometimes a banana. But no real protein until lunch. We made one small change: 2 soft-boiled eggs with a slice of whole grain toast and some spinach sautéed in olive oil. Within 10 days, he said, "I don't need to hold on to the counter when I stand up anymore. I feel solid again." That's what early protein, especially leucine from eggs, can do. How to enjoy eggs for muscle health. The key is consistency and gentle preparation. Boiled or poached. Easy on digestion, retain more nutrients. Soft scramble, with olive oil and leafy greens. Omelette, add mushrooms, onions, or a sprinkle of cheese. Baked egg cups, mix with veggies in muffin tins, make in advance for grab-and-go meals. You don't need to go fancy. Just try to include 1-2 eggs in your breakfast at least 4 times a week. Pair with avocado or sliced tomatoes, oats with chia, or sautéed spinach and garlic. This gives your muscles the fuel and signal they need to stay strong and responsive. Bottom line, eggs aren't just a breakfast food. They're a tool one that works quietly, reliably, and affordably to help you maintain strength balance and independence. And when combined with your morning routine, they could help you stand taller and walk steadier well into your 70s and beyond. There's a reason Greek yogurt has gained popularity in recent years, and it's not just the creamy texture or tangy taste. For older adults, Greek yogurt is one of the best all-in-one foods to support muscle strength, digestion, and recovery. Let's break it down. Why Greek yogurt is ideal for aging muscles. Compared to regular yogurt, Greek yogurt has nearly double the protein, less sugar, and a thicker consistency that makes it more satisfying. 1 cup of plain non-fat Greek yogurt contains around 20 grams of protein. That's nearly the same as a small chicken breast, but in a much easier to digest form. This is especially important for older adults who have slower digestion, may not eat large portions of meat, or prefer softer foods that are gentle on the stomach. Greek yogurt also contains casein protein, which is absorbed more slowly by the body. That makes it perfect for muscle repair overnight or as a gentle source of recovery protein during the day. But protein isn't the only reason this food made the list. The gut-muscle connection Greek yogurt contains probiotics, beneficial bacteria that support gut health. Why does that matter for muscles? Because when your digestion is off, your body doesn't absorb nutrients properly. That includes protein, magnesium, and B vitamins, all essential for muscle growth and maintenance. A healthier gut means better absorption of amino acids, less bloating and inflammation, improved energy and immune support. And all of that contributes to more effective muscle function. Susan's story, yogurt. As her recovery tool, Susan, 69, had always been active. But after a long illness, she lost weight, and most of it was muscle. She wasn't eating much, and meat didn't sit well with her stomach. We added just 1 serving of Greek yogurt to her daily routine mid-morning or after a short walk. Sometimes with berries, sometimes plain with a bit of cinnamon. After 3 weeks, she had gained 2 pounds, all lean tissue. Her energy improved. Her walking got steadier. And she even started doing simple bodyweight exercises again. She called it her muscle dessert. How to eat Greek yogurt for best results. Here are some easy ways to enjoy it. Morning mix with berries, chia seeds, and ground flax. Snack plain with a drizzle of honey and chopped walnuts. Lunch side, yogurt cucumber dip like tzatziki with whole grain crackers or vegetables. Evening mixed with cinnamon and half a banana for a sleep-friendly protein dose. Try to choose plain, unsweetened varieties. Flavored versions often add extra sugar. Full fat or 2% fat, better for satiety and nutrient absorption. With live active cultures, look for contains live and active cultures on the label. Aim for 1 serving about 3 to 4 to 1 cup per day if possible. Bonus tip: add protein and fiber. If you want to turn your yogurt into a full muscle-supporting meal, add 1 tablespoon of chia or flax seed, a scoop of unsweetened protein powder optional, or blend it into a smoothie with spinach and almond butter. This helps slow digestion, keep you full longer, and supports steady blood sugar, which is key to preventing muscle loss over time. Final thought: Greek yogurt may seem simple, but it's one of the most efficient, affordable, and versatile ways to support muscle health, especially if your appetite isn't what it used to be. It helps your gut, your muscles, and your energy, all in one small bowl. And when used consistently, It's a quiet but powerful ally in your mission to stay strong. They may be small, but pumpkin seeds pack a powerful punch, especially for aging muscles and nerves. Also known as pepitas, these tiny green seeds are more than just a snack. They're one of nature's richest sources of magnesium, zinc, and tryptophan, three nutrients that help your muscles relax, recover, and respond the way they should. Let's take a closer look at why pumpkin seeds deserve a place in your weekly routine. Magnesium, the muscle mineral. Most seniors are missing. Magnesium plays a key role in muscle contraction and relaxation. Without enough of it, your muscles can feel tight, crampy, weak, or slow to recover after movement. Unfortunately, nearly 70% of older adults are deficient in magnesium, mostly because of reduced absorption and poor dietary intake. Just 1 ounce, about a small handful of pumpkin seeds, contains nearly 150 milliliters of magnesium, about 35% of your daily needs. And because the magnesium in seeds is naturally bound with fiber and fat, it's absorbed more steadily with fewer digestive issues than supplements. Zinc plus tryptophan, muscle, plus mood support. Pumpkin seeds are also high in zinc, a mineral involved in tissue repair and immune function, both important for older adults recovering from illness or injury. And they contain tryptophan, an amino acid that helps support sleep, balance mood, and regulate muscle relaxation at night. This makes pumpkin seeds especially useful for those who experience nighttime muscle cramps, restless legs, or light broken sleep due to tension. Harold's story. A small change. Big relief. Harold, 74, was a retired mechanic. He came to me with a simple complaint. My legs just feel heavy. I stretch, I walk, but they're tired by noon. We reviewed his diet, very little magnesium, and almost no seeds or nuts. We added just 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds to his morning oatmeal, and another sprinkle on his evening salad. After 10 days, he sent a note. My legs still get tired, but they don't cramp. And I'm sleeping better too. Sometimes small nutrients create big shifts. How to add pumpkin seeds to your meals. They're easy, versatile, and require no prep. Try. Sprinkled on oatmeal, mixed into yogurt or smoothies, tossed into salads or soups, blended into homemade granola or energy bites, crushed and used as a coating for baked chicken or fish. Look for unsalted raw or roasted varieties. Avoid seeds with added sugar or oils. A good serving is 1 to 2 tablespoons per day, especially in the evening when their magnesium and tryptophan can help support overnight muscle repair. A word on absorption. To get the most from pumpkin seeds, chew them well. Seeds are small but dense. Soak them overnight, optional. This reduces phytic acid and improves mineral absorption. Or choose hulled seeds, no outer shell, for easier digestion. Bottom line, pumpkin seeds aren't just for fall. They're a year-round, senior-friendly superfood that supports muscles, nerves, sleep, and daily energy. They may be tiny, but they deliver the minerals your body quietly craves, especially as you age. And best of all, they fit into almost any meal snack or bedtime routine. Spinach may look soft and delicate, but inside those green leaves is a muscle-supporting powerhouse, especially for seniors. It's not just the iron. Spinach contains a unique mix of nitrates, magnesium, potassium, and plant compounds that support muscle strength, circulation, and flexibility. Let's take a closer look at how it works. Spinach and natural nitrates. One of the key nutrients in spinach is natural dietary nitrate, not to be confused with the synthetic kind found in processed meats. When you eat spinach, your body converts those nitrates into nitric oxide, a molecule that widens blood vessels, improves circulation, increases oxygen delivery to muscles. This means better endurance, faster recovery, and less fatigue, especially during simple daily activities like climbing stairs or walking. In a 2016 study from the University of Melbourne, older adults who consumed nitrate-rich vegetables like spinach saw improvements in leg strength and walking speed over 12 weeks. Magnesium plus potassium. Relaxed responsive muscles. Spinach is also high in magnesium and potassium, two minerals that help muscles contract and relax properly. Prevent cramping. Support hydration and nerve signaling. This is especially helpful for older adults who often experience nighttime leg cramps, morning stiffness, or heavy legs after sitting too long. Spinach gives your muscles what they need to function smoothly and steadily. Iron that supports more than just blood. While spinach is known for its iron content, many don't realize how that iron supports muscle energy. Iron helps red blood cells carry oxygen to working muscles. Without enough of it, you might feel sluggish, breathless during small exertions, or slower to recover from walks or chores. And though plant-based iron is less absorbable than the kind from meat, spinach provides vitamin C to help improve that absorption, especially when paired with citrus or bell peppers. Diane's story from stiff to steady. Diane, 73, didn't think greens were real food. She liked her sandwiches, her coffee, and the occasional frozen meal, but she had one consistent complaint. My legs feel like they've lost their spring. She didn't want protein shakes or pills. So we started with something small, a cup of sautéed spinach cooked with garlic and olive oil added to her lunch. After 2 weeks, she said, "I didn't think it was doing much, until I realized I went a whole week without my legs tightening up." That's the kind of quiet power spinach offers. How to add spinach into daily meals. Spinach is one of the most versatile greens. You can eat it raw or cooked, and it blends well with almost any flavor. Try in omelets or scrambled eggs, sautéed with garlic and olive oil as a side dish, blended into smoothies with banana and yogurt, added to soups or lentil stews, tossed raw into salads or grain bowls. Cooking spinach slightly improves absorption of some nutrients like calcium and reduces oxalates that may interfere with mineral uptake. 1 cup cooked or 2 cups raw per day is a great target for most seniors. Bottom line, spinach may be light in texture, but it's dense in support for your muscles, blood flow, and recovery. It doesn't just nourish the body. It helps your legs feel lighter, more stable, and better able to keep you moving throughout the day. Some seniors believe they must avoid meat to stay healthy, but that's not always the case. In fact, chicken thigh, especially skinless, can be one of the best protein sources to fight muscle loss in older adults. Why? Because it combines high-quality protein, essential amino acids, hemi iron, and zinc in a soft, easy-to-digest package. Let's break it down. Complete protein, complete protection. Chicken thigh provides all 9 essential amino acids your muscles need to grow and repair. As we age, our ability to synthesize muscle from protein declines. That's why seniors need more protein, not less. Compared to chicken breast, chicken thigh contains slightly more myoglobin and fat, which helps improve flavor and tenderness, increase nutrient absorption, and keep energy stable longer. It's also easier to chew and digest, which is helpful for many seniors with dental issues or sensitive stomachs. Iron and zinc, critical minerals for aging muscles. Chicken thigh is rich in hemi iron, the type that is best absorbed by the body. This kind of iron helps transport oxygen to muscles, prevent fatigue, improve energy during physical activity. It also contains zinc, which supports muscle repair, immune health, and wound healing, all critical for seniors recovering from injury or illness. These nutrients are hard to get in adequate amounts from plants alone, especially if appetite is low. Barbara's journey from frail to firm. Barbara, 78, came to me after a long hospital stay. She had lost weight, especially in her legs and arms. She was scared of falling again. Her daughter said she was eating mostly toast soup and crackers. We made a small shift, adding baked chicken thigh to her lunch 3 times a week, seasoned lightly with turmeric, rosemary, and lemon. After a month, Barbara said, "I feel steadier when I walk, like my legs are holding me up again." Simple, nourishing, effective. Why not chicken breast? Chicken breast is lean, but that's not always a good thing for seniors. It can be dry, harder to chew, and lower in fat-soluble nutrients that help with hormone balance and vitamin absorption. Chicken thigh, especially without the skin, offers a more balanced profile of protein and healthy fats, making it ideal for aging muscles. Easy ways to add it into your meals. You don't need fancy recipes. Here are a few simple ways to enjoy skinless chicken thighs. Baked with sweet potatoes and carrots. Shredded into soups or stews. Grilled and sliced into rice bowls. Slow-cooked with herbs and garlic for extra tenderness. Stir-fried with broccoli and mushrooms. Aim for 3 to 4 ounces per serving, about the size of your palm. Even 2 to 3 servings a week can make a difference. Bottom line, chicken thigh isn't just affordable and flavorful. It's a muscle-preserving powerhouse for seniors who want strength, stability, and independence. Sometimes the simplest foods, when prepared the right way, are exactly what the body needs to rebuild from the inside out. Let's take a moment to look back. We started this video with a simple truth. Muscle loss isn't just about aging. It's about nutrition, timing, and care. And now you've discovered 7 powerful foods that don't just fill the stomach. They feed your strength. They support your balance. They protect your independence. Let's recap what you've just learned. Salmon boosts protein, omega-3s, and inflammation control. Eggs gentle on digestion, packed with B12 and high-quality protein. Greek yogurt supports gut health and supplies calcium for bones. Pumpkin seeds, small but mighty rich in magnesium and zinc. Spinach delivers nitrates for circulation and magnesium for cramp relief. Chicken thigh, rich in iron and soft protein for aging muscles. Lentils, plant-based powerhouse that fuels repair and fiber balance. Together, these foods form a foundation for stronger legs, better balance, and a brighter, more confident future. What happens when you start? You might not notice a big change tomorrow, but give it a week, a few meals, a few more steps. You might find your legs feel a little firmer, your walk a bit steadier, your confidence rising again like it used to be. A story to remember. I want you to think about a man named George. He was 82 when he came to our clinic. Thin, tired, shuffling with a walker. His voice barely rose above a whisper. We didn't start with exercise. We started with lentil soup, soft scrambled eggs, and grilled chicken thigh. 6 weeks later, George walked in without his walker. He said, "I feel like I got a piece of myself back." That's the power of food. It's not magic. It's biology, timing, and care. You're not too old to get stronger. Your body hasn't given up. It's just waiting for the right support. These aren't exotic superfoods. They're accessible, affordable, and easy to prepare. They fit into your real life. And even if you start with just one, you're taking a powerful step toward recovery and renewal. Your next step starts now. Pick one food. Add it to tomorrow's lunch or dinner. Let your body feel the difference. And if this video inspired you in any way, leave a comment. Tell us what you plan to eat first. We read every word. And don't forget, hit the like button and subscribe for more science-backed strategies to help you age with power, not passivity.